It was a calm afternoon at the university. Students slowly took their seats in room 204, tired from a long day and carrying silent worries on their faces. A few minutes later, the teacher, Stephen, walked into the classroom holding only a water jug and an empty glass. Without saying a word, he placed them on the desk. The students watched quietly as he lifted the jug and began pouring water into the glass. The gentle sound of water filled the room, creating a strange silence. When the glass was half full, he held it up and finally spoke. "How much do you think this weighs?" A few students laughed. One said 200 grams, another said half a pound. Some said it was very light. Stephen smiled and said, "The exact weight does not matter. What matters is how long I hold it." He paused and continued. "If I hold this glass for 1 minute, nothing happens. If I hold it for 10 minutes, my arm starts to ache. If I hold it for an hour, the pain becomes sharp. My hand goes numb, my muscles become tired, and eventually, no matter how strong I am, I will be forced to drop it." The class became completely silent. He looked at the glass again and said softly, "The weight of the glass never changed. Only the time I held it did." The students exchanged thoughtful glances. Some lowered their eyes, feeling the meaning in his words. Then he placed the glass on the table and said, "Your worries, your stress, your overthinking are exactly like this glass." He walked slowly between the rows of students as he spoke. Thinking for a few minutes is normal, but holding the same thoughts for hours, replaying the same problem again and again, carrying guilt from yesterday and fear for tomorrow, that destroys your peace. A few students nodded quietly. Some stared down, realizing how much weight they had been holding inside for too long. Stephen continued, "Some of you haven't slept properly for days because you keep thinking. Some of you create problems in your mind that don't exist. Some of you imagine the worst when nothing bad has happened. Your mind becomes tired, your heart becomes heavy, and even small things start to feel impossible." He lifted the glass again for a moment and said, "This water doesn't harm the glass. Your thoughts don't harm your mind until you hold them for too long." After a brief pause, he shared, "I had a student once, a brilliant boy, but he overthought everything. If someone didn't reply to him, he felt rejected. If he made a small mistake, he thought his future was ruined. If he received a low grade, he stayed up all night thinking about it. He wasn't failing because he lacked ability. He was failing because his mind was too heavy." The class listened deeply, each student relating to the story in their own way. Stephen then placed the glass down firmly and said, "Overthinking is like holding this glass. 5 minutes is fine. 1 hour becomes painful. 1 day becomes unbearable. 1 week, and it destroys you completely." He looked around the room and added gently, "Your mind is not made to hold stress all the time. You must learn to put the glass down." Finally, he ended with a message that stayed in every heart. Take breaks, breathe, talk to someone, write your thoughts down, give your mind rest. Because when you pick the glass up again tomorrow, you will be stronger, calmer, and clearer. And the problem that feels heavy today will feel lighter tomorrow. The bell rang, but no one moved. The lesson had reached deeper than any chapter in their books. As the students left the classroom, Stephen's final words echoed in their minds. "It is never the problem that destroys you. It is the time you hold it inside."